We had a home group. The needs of the group changed, and it seemed that most of the people in the group were working. We were looking for a venue which wasn't somebody's home. We wanted to have a venue that was a public space where we could naturally, more easily invite other people. One of the members of our community has links with the Lighthouse here. The Lighthouse Media Centre is an independent cinema, but it's got other facilities, it holds exhibitions, and it's a great space. It's well known locally. There's parking outside. So we approached them to see if they were happy for the group to meet in the cafe. And they had two conditions for us. The first was that our meetings had to be open to the public and anyone could come and join us. And the second was that the Lighthouse should be able to publicise our meetings in their e-briefings and their mailing lists, which obviously is really good news for us. So it's a great venue for us, and we found people can come and stay as long as they want and leave, and it's much less threatening than meeting perhaps in a church or in somebody's home. So the group is aimed as a discipleship group. However, we've decided to operate in such a way that people who are perhaps seeking and inquiring as to faith could join us. We found that the issues we're talking about are relevant to people who are in work, and although it shouldn't really work, we've got some people who are a long way on their Christian journey and some people who are just seeking.
I joined this course out of curiosity, really. It's one thing to have faith as a Christian and to go to work, but it's really interesting to talk about and think about how to do things practically.
We're working through Ken Costa's book, God at Work. We're not actually using the course materials. The course is very much aimed at those in the professional and commercial sector. We found those aren't directly relevant to people working in different spheres of work. But we're using the book. We like the book because it quotes the Bible verses, and it's easier for those who attend who maybe aren't so familiar with using the Bible and looking up verses.
It just helps you build bridges with other people as well, and you can have some sort of identity with your work, but identity with Christ at the same time, and being able to share that with people brings you closer together as a community, I feel. We
started off with me leading all of the sessions, but then it became apparent that it's a discussion group and I lead with the light touch, and it's good for other people to get involved. So tonight Graham is leading the group. It's the first time he's led a discussion group. He's done loads of preparation, but it's part of discipling people to explore their gifts.
He was quite nervous before, but he has no reason to be. He's a really good speaker and he's doing a really good job.
It's really nice to meet up with other Christians who work, and we're able to talk about situations that you find in work that you might not necessarily be able to bring up at church.
It's all about looking at the wider picture, really, and how God sees your work, how God sees the things that we value, and then putting things into that order in our lives. And it doesn't maybe look that amazingly different from the outside, but it does make a difference in how you make decisions. I've taken from this course is that it's not as complicated as we sometimes like to think it is.